Hey guys, it's Sanjay Dixon, and I'm back with another video. And today's title is We Humbled the Wrong One. People weren't listening to nothing you was saying at first, and they just thought, oh, they just talking, da da da. And they made it to where you wasn't making no money. They did magic on you. They did hella shit to you. They try to humble you, saying that you were too prideful and whatever. And and they humbled the wrong one. The person they was supposed to humble, they ain't do shit to them. Um, and people are going to realize that. This has to stop. The first topic is talk about how these people are low minded to the devil. So basically, these people they listen to the devil, and they even have the nerve to be like, "Oh, I have to do this. I have to." Like they really believe this. They really believe that they have to listen to the devil. They really believe they have to do everything the devil say. The devil is nobody's fucking friend. The devil could tell you jump off a roof and then watch you die. Like the devil don't give a fuck. The devil is laughing at you guys, and you guys are not understanding. The devil is nobody's friend. The devil is like a nigga in the trap who say, oh yeah, if you do this, I'm gonna give you some money, and then you do it and then you get in some trouble, and then they know where to be found. Like that's what the devil is. These people are really believe that they have to listen to the devil, and it makes no sense to me. Like when you're like these people are doing things to divine beings and not realizing that divine beings are supposed to be untouchable. So even if you are doing something to a divine being, you're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be touched, or you'll get automatically bad luck. And that's the point. These people are listening to the devil saying, "Oh yeah, do this to them," and they're thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm doing something right," and they're not. Like they're just adding bad luck to their life unconsciously. Um, People's gonna realize why you're alone at a time because there's there's friend groups, there's different other groups going on, and they're gonna realize why you're always by yourself. Um, and people are whatever conversations that divine masculine and divine feminine are having secretly, people are gonna try to do something to hear it on their conversations. I don't know why, but they're gonna try to do something to listen to your conversations for enjoyment, I guess. Um, um, Next, we have talk about how these men is head over heels for witches and hoes. Like this is like a contradiction. Like I said, music is about divine feminine, divine masculine, but divine feminine is not what you think. Well, she is a beautiful person, but she's not out there and open like the other females are. So you wouldn't think these songs would be about her. You wouldn't think that this lifestyle is about her. So these other men, they're belittling whoever divine feminine is, and they're choosing the witches and hoes over her. And they people who put spells on men and do type of stuff, they rather be with them type of females and girls that begging them for money and ruin their life. That's the type of females that they're. It's a contradiction. Like like whoever divine feminine is, she's more. I wouldn't say better because I don't use that type of word, but she don't do that type of shit. But you overlook her and not choose want her as a partner or something or whatever based on your personality, and they're choosing these girls who are putting spells on them and begging them for money, and while leaving whoever divine feminine is out in the cold. um it's a whole contradiction. We have King of Pentacles and Justice in reverse. Whoever divine masculine is, he's the only one that's not thinking like this. Like you would think because of the well, I don't want to say curses, but you would think because of the life. Well, it is kind of a curse. He dated the wrong females his whole life. So you would think he will choose the witches and the hoes too, but he actually likes the divine feminine. He didn't realize that was the one he's supposed to be with. It would just happen randomly. Um, it's like I don't want to say the love at first sight stuff, but um, he doesn't think like the other guys do, and people gonna be hating on him. Because he's not. Oh yeah, I don't want to say too much, but um, we have. And whoever the ex divine masculine is, he also liked divine feminine at one point in time, or kind of still do, but he went the wrong path and everything's ruined, and then these other men are following in his footsteps for some reason, and yeah, everything just f. um And then we have a Bible verse. We have Philippians 4:6. Do not worry, instead, pray with a thankful heart. Don't worry about what's going on. Just keep on praying and thinking hopefully. And also count your blessings as well. Like, I can't say that on camera. But, yeah, you should do that. Next we have mention how Auntie spoke bad on such and such name. I can't say his name on here, but there's a guy who's supposed to be respected, and I had private conversations with him and actual conversations with him, but I had private conversations with him, and I heard like basically someone did something to me to where I no longer have private conversations with people anymore like I'm supposed to. So I could be talking to A and B and C D E F G could hear what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm having a private conversation with Mr. Jordan. That's not his name, but I'm gonna say that. But I have a private conversation with Mr. Jordan, and my auntie heard me talking to him, and she said something negative about him, saying what she said. She said something like, "Oh, I don't know if she said I'm gonna kill him or or F him or something, something along those lines. And he's a person. I can't speak too much about him, but he's not a person to be disrespected on some gang shit. But he's not supposed to be disrespected. And she said I'm negative about him. I was supposed to talk about this, but yeah. Um, and there's other people that's part of his little group that's on some fugazi shit. Like he's a blood, and he's also another person, just like P got turned into a crib. When I had a nice conversation with him, someone did something similar to Mr. Jordan. He's a real blood, and I someone did some crip shit to him. I don't remember exactly what. It's like it's always me. It's like there's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. Anything that Sanjay likes or Sanjay's a part of, anybody who like try to be nice to her, get close to her, they do something to them. Like it's a fucking pattern. It's annoying. I feel sorry. It's not my fault. These people are just ignorant. But anyways, he got some people part of his group that's supposed to be blood, but they on some demonic crip shit as well. And I don't know if he knows about that or not. I did talk to him about it. I can't say that. I talked to him about it. Okay. Yeah. Like bloods are not supposed to be doing no stupid little, oh, let me touch you and make you get mad. Oh, let me read your mind and fuck with you. That ain't no blood shit. That's not what bloods do. They don't play silly ass games. These people are devil worshippers on the low. You're not supposed to be a blood and be a devil worshiper. Like if you don't believe in God, that's your choice. But you ain't supposed to be a devil worshiper. I don't know how to explain that. But I don't want to get into that conversation, but yeah, it's different. Um, um, Next, I'm gonna do all signs. That I'm not gonna make should I make the title all signs? I might change the all signs later on. Yeah. Um, we're gonna start off with Aries. Oh, let me did I do this? Oh no, I didn't. It's okay. We're gonna start off with Aries. For each sign, there's a mini title for it. So Aries title is toxic. There's an Aries that's very toxic, and I heard, I heard. I was watching this is before I started working at this job, and I was watching General Reels for the first time. And they was talking about how there's an Aries man that you're not supposed to get pregnant by, and and I was wondering who the Aries is, like so I could be on my P's and Q's. So this man got some girl pregnant, and she's been talking crazy for the longest. The reason why you can't get pregnant by this man, he will take your intuition in a way. This girl been talking crazy for because she got pregnant by this Aries man. And mind you, in the last all signs I said how this girl's in a relationship with another man, and he's trying to train her to be a certain type of way, and she ain't doing it right because she fucked in the brain. She can't do it. She can't do nothing right. um, this girl that he got pregnant is trying to have a war with Divine Feminine. Like, bitch, you're fucking crazy. Sit the fuck down. Like, and this man will also have you acting crazy. Not only would he mess with your intuition, but he would have you acting crazy as well. I heard he's part of the reason why that situation that happened with what's the name, when I had to go away for 3 months, he admitted that he was part of the reason that happened, cause that, or I guess around that time, yeah. Yeah, I ain't do shit to me. I'm good, but yeah. So back to what I was saying, when someone did something to make people listen to my conversations, they also did something to where people's soul be talking to me. Yet yes, there are people who talk to me for real, but sometimes they soul be talking to me, and they soul is telling on themselves. They be like, I ain't say that shit. What are you talking about? Your soul told me. Your soul did. They're so not in tune with themselves that they don't know what the fuck's going on, and then they watch these videos and get mad. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And this girl that they trying to train to be ghetto is not even fucking ghetto. Like, I don't have to know her fucking background story to know she's not fucking ghetto. Like, bitch, you're not like the rest. You're not. Like, be your fucking self and stop the fucking games. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it's like a fucking poppy. In Jamaica, they have a phrase called poppy show. Like, I can't say it the correct way right now because I ain't in the mood to. But basically, poppy show is just a saying that you're trying to be something. Like, you're acting like a puppet. That's what the fuck she is. She's acting. She's not being her fucking self. Um, Next we have Taurus mess with my brain. So some of these got some stories to go with it. Okay, when I was with my ex Elijah, the last time I was physical with him, he had came to my house and we do the same thing. We just have sex sessions or whatever. I don't know. I have to admit something and able to tell the story. I don't know why my mind did this. Cause I ain't did this before to him, but well I did, but it ain't nothing bad. But I don't know why, but my mind drifted off to the work. And I was thinking of people at my job while we was having sex and something weird happened. Um like we was having sex at like nighttime, and then we had took an went to sleep, and then we woke up and he had texted me again. He's always like that. He's always waking up having more. That is how he is. That's not important, but I had gave him head, and I was once again thinking about people at my job, and something weird happened. They when I gave him head and was thinking about people at my workplace, something weird happened to my brain. I don't know why I did this. I was imagining myself getting trained on. I don't know why I did this. My sometimes yeah, but something weird happens to my brain after that happened. After I imagined that, some I'm not sure exactly what, but I was imagining myself getting trained on by, I'm not gonna say their names, but by two of my exes. I don't know why, but something weird happened to my head when after that happened. Um, And when it goes back to Elijah, I tried there. I was watching a video. I don't know how this woman is doing this, but there's a reader on YouTube. I don't remember her name, but she be picking up on names, and there's even a video that's now deleted. She said my son's name in there before, and I heard someone repeating it at work, like, oh, it said JC on name. Yeah, these people are doing something demonic to talk like this. And these people are doing something demonic to talk like this. But she also said Johnson last name, and I shared the video to him, and he got mad. Like this man, boy. I mean, like I wasn't showing it. I don't remember why I shared it to him, but like he has no idea what type of family he got brought up into. He doesn't know anything about himself. Like I'm trying to show him shit and let him understand something, and he's getting mad about it. Um, like that's why I don't talk to people, because they don't have the type of mind I have. They don't understand nothing that I understand. Thank you. I don't really like wearing my hair in afro all the time, um, but yeah, he just don't understand. Um, and it's telling me to speak on some more things. I'm gonna just trust it. But there's I think I did I speak about this already. Where I said I was in the back of a van with Elijah. We was having sex as well. He's always hitting me up to have sex with him. Like, yeah. Um, he had hit me up late after work. He told me as soon as I leave work, go meet up with him. And I met up with him, and we was in the back of a van having sex, and I seen something strange for the first time. Well, not was it the first time? I don't know. Um, but he was having sex with me in a weird way. Like I was laid like back. I was laid on my back like this, and his body was this way, and I started to see things. I seen my ex. I seen my ex, Mr. Tall Guy, looking at me as if he was on top of me, and then I seen the CLONE CAM doing something to Elijah, which makes no sense because that's him. And then I seen Mr. White Supremacist as if he was outside the truck looking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's what I was saying in my head, but I didn't say anything. I just kept going. I didn't say anything. But that thought always came recurring to my mind, wondering what the fuck that was and why that happened. I don't know what the fuck he did to me for me to see that. Because like I said, he was not on top of me regularly or behind me regularly. He was laying sideways while I was laying on my back, the whole different direction. I don't know what the fuck that is. These people are doing demonic shit to me, and yeah. Yeah. Um, Next, we have Gemini, top tier blood, remember the past. Oh, for the last one, listen to Fredo bang Addie. And she fucked the whole gang, she a member. That's funny to me. But we have Okay, for Gemini, um, okay. I don't know exactly the time frame, but I know when I first, I be trying my best not to talk about him because he is have that aura where it's like, oh, you can't talk about me, but I kind of have to. When I first started working at this job, the first person I had my eyes on was Mr. White Supremacist. I can't explain that. He didn't do nothing. He just did his regular job, and I just had eyes for him. I can't explain that. He didn't do nothing though. But I remember when he used to wear sweatpants and stuff. I'm trying not to be specific, but I kind of when he used to wear sweatpants and was working in a certain area. I remember he used to be mean to me. He wasn't mean to me at when I had the eyes for him. Um, but he used to talk a little rough. Cause I remember I was helping him doing something, and he was talking rough to me, and I was wondering why. I was a newbie at the time, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just know he was just talking rough to me, and I felt some type of way about it. I think I said something. I forgot what I said. I said something back to him, but he ain't saying nothing. But yeah, that's when stuff used to be normal. Um, I'm trying my best not to keep saying blood crip, blood crips. I'm trying my best not to keep saying that, but he was, in my perspective, he was a blood around that time. He's not like that anymore. Um, because someone told him something, and now he's not like that anymore. I don't know. I don't know everything that happened between the scenes, but he's not like that anymore. Um, Like basically, he used to run shit back then. Now he's listening to people. I'm not trying to say everything, but he be listening to people, and it's like they're controlling him, and it don't make no fucking sense because he used to be running shit. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Next we have Cancer Tonight. Still misses you. People laughing. So this goes back to my baby dad. He really I heard him say something. He said he didn't know I was a blood, and he's in his feelings because bloods can have sex a certain type of way, whatever. And he got in his feelings because I never did that with him, and I'm not doing it. He wants me to do that so bad, and he keeps getting his feelings every time I get a new boyfriend. Um, like I don't know how the fuck he's hearing my conversations. My son has nothing to do with this because he's making it seem like my son has something to do with this. Like, oh, we have a child together. That's why I know what's going on. Like, no, because this was not happening in the past. Maybe I don't know. This it don't make no sense to me. But we had Temperance, Seven of Swords, and yes. Um, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in pertaining to him, but some of this I don't really have to use intuition. I could just say shit and move on because this is like a documentary. And when I do my surveys, it's like a documentary. Because like I said, I know what's going on now. I can't read the way I used to because these other reads are reading in a certain perspective, and I can't read like that because it's about me and people around me. I can't say, oh yeah, today da da da, because I be talking about myself, and now I'm gonna psych myself out if I keep talking like that. I have to talk in a different way. But um, basically, you know the movie Medea. I could do bad all by myself or something like that. Um, where Charles was got had Charles. I think he got shot, and then and the girl that he cheated on had to take care of him. There's my baby dad was telling me a story a couple years ago how he don't know. He said he don't know who those people were, but someone had shot him and in his leg, and he had to go to the hospital for it, and he had to move out of his crib because of that. Um, and I remember I went to his house to spend some time with him, and he needed help to sit back on the couch, and I think it was me and his son. I don't know if it was just me or if his son was helping him too, but I had sit him back on the couch, and he gave me a look that was weird. Like he looked at me in a weird way, like, wow, you really sat me down on the couch. You didn't drop me on the floor. And I was confused, like, why did you say that? He really said that. He said, why you sat. I don't know what's wrong with this man. Like he thinks the worst of me, and I'm not a bad person. He treats me bad, but I'm not a bad person. I'm 12 years younger than him. Um, I met him when I was 19. He lied saying he was 27, but he was 32. I had to look him up. Um, he treats me bad for no fucking reason, and we never got, even though we were on and off for some years. In the case of our son is the only reason why we've been on and off for years. Because when I first dated him, I got pregnant quickly, but I didn't know. I met him around June July of 2019, I think. And we had sex like a month after knowing each other or something like that, or a few weeks of knowing each other. And I remember around August, I we got in a bad argument, and I told myself when I leave his house, I'm not coming back here ever again. And I was so serious about it until my period was 5 days late. And I'm like, what is going on? I took a pregnancy test because I was working at Dollar Tree at the time, and I got one of the cheap pregnancy tests, and it showed up pregnant. It was supposed to take a couple minutes to show that I was pregnant, but it popped up early than those minutes. And I looked at it with disbelief, and my mouth dropped. I'm like, what the fuck? I did not know I was pregnant by him. I even remembered our first big argument. I took a shower and I was crying. Like I said, I lost a child before him. I don't take I didn't, my first abortion, I didn't consider it an abortion. I considered it a miscarriage because I didn't want to have an abortion. My adopted mom made me do that because I was young at the time, and she didn't think I was ready to be a mom. But I took it as a miscarriage, and I cried. I was crying for a long time, saying I want my baby back. Um, and saying I will find your father in a different way. I already spoke. I already thought in a spiritual way a long time ago, but I didn't know that I was spiritual. If you get what I mean, I said to my baby in heaven that I will find someone to rebirth you. That's what I said to them. And so imagine you're in the shower crying because you just got in an argument with somebody, and you're telling your baby that, oh, I can't be with this person. He's not who I want your father to be. I'm trying to find him, and hold on, you're pregnant already. You don't know. Like, that's so fucked up to me. But my child's a blessing, though. I did not know I was pregnant already. I was crying and saying I need to find someone else to be her father, but I was already pregnant, and I found out we later. Um and and also um I don't know why I'm saying more, but my adopted mom Sandra, she always had she's a colorist. And I don't want to bring up Jamaican culture, but it has a little bit to do with that. But she's a colorist. She's a light skinned woman. So she didn't want me to be with dark skinned guys. Cause my first baby daddy, well, even though our baby didn't come here, I'm still considering him that. He's a dark skinned boy, and we was in love with each other, high school love, middle school love. um, we both were crying when Sandra told us we had to get rid of our baby. I remember that. And she was talking negative, saying, "Oh, that baby would have been ugly anyways," and stuff like that. And I told her no, it wouldn't be. And she got mad. Like, but my baby dad, Reno, JCon's dad, he's light skinned. And I remember when it took me a while to tell her I was pregnant because I was scared she was gonna tell me to get another abortion. So I kept it a secret until I started spotting and thought I lost the baby. And she's like, and she got confused, like, why are you worrying about going to the hospital if you're spotting? Because you think I'm on my period. And I didn't say anything. She said, are you pregnant? And I didn't say anything. She got mad. And I went to the doctor, and they said everything's fine. This is normal. This can happen sometimes. Um, and yeah, but she's seen a picture of Reno and seen that he was light skinned because she wanted to know what my baby dad looks like, and she didn't say nothing. She just looked at the picture and gave me back my phone. Like, that's some shit I'm talking about. Like, she's a fucking colorist. My son is handsome, but I don't think like that. Um, um, Next we have Leo girl. Um, for some reason, I gotta talk about my mom. I don't want to talk about my mom because she's negative energy. My real mom. Um, We have four swords, four pentacles, four swords, and chair in reverse. Um, I keep hearing that my mom's a witch because she hears all my conversations as well. I don't know if that's a real thing. um, when my son get older, I would not be meddling in his life like that. I don't know if that's I'm just speaking on my perspective. I don't know if because you're related to someone that you could hear everything. I don't think that's I don't know if that's what's going on, but she hears all my conversations while saying, "Oh, I'm not your mother." She still hears all my fucking conversations, and she would do spells on certain people. Like I don't fucking know what she's doing, but she's doing something. Um, um, she even did something on. I'm not trying to speak about my mob ancestors, but she found out that I got close to them because I got Puerto Rican in my family, and she found out I was getting close to them because I was shown them, and not a lot of people get shown their ancestors or a bloodline like that unless you're chosen. But they didn't mean to show themselves to me. Something weird was happening in my apartment. Like one of my neighbors had did something to me, and because I was spiritual people, I forgot what it's called, but when you get a bowl and you put water in it and you put your manifestations in it and let it sit out in the water. I sit outside. That's all I was doing. But I'm not trying to bring up Africans, but certain people or certain cultures, they don't understand certain things. They judge you. One of my neighbors was an African man, and he didn't know what I was doing. He judged me and put something on me, and it made me uncomfortable. And he did, and I felt scared and weird in my home. That I accidentally threw away a painting of my dead brother. I made a painting of my dead brother, Raekwon, and I kept it in my room. And something was telling me to throw it away. I wish I never did that, but something weird was happening to me, and I didn't feel comfortable doing my manifestations outside anymore. So I did a different way now. Um, and I looked into the mirror. I'm being told it's okay for me to talk about this, but it's kind of scary. I was sitting in my room. One, one, my ex, Mr. Tall Guy. I almost said his name, but he did something demonic to my room as well, making me see images on the floor and the ceilings. He did that to me. Um, there was a lot going on in my apartment, and my mob ancestors were trying to protect me. I looked into the mirror, and I seen in my at first I said, oh, "Who was that white lady? Who was that white lady? Who was that black man?" Um, it was my mob ancestors, great grandmother Griselda, a Puerto Rican woman, and um, my cousin Bernard. I didn't know who they were until they introduced me to their names, and they explained to me that they were not trying to scare me. They were just trying to protect me in my room. I screamed out so loud because I thought I was being haunted. I'm like, why am I seeing images on my mirror? And they didn't mean to do that to me. They were just trying to protect me. I'm trying not to cry, but yeah. Only some people get told that their what their bloodline is, stuff like that. My brother Raekwon knew he was mob. I listened to his song, he said it in his song, and I smiled. Um, yeah. Only some people get told that information. Um, and I also seen positive. I seen positive foresight that my family were all gonna come towards me and hug me, my real family. But I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I'm put into by learning by learning information by myself. I'm put into a weird perspective where I feel like I gotta be, what's the word? I feel like I gotta be accepted. That's how I feel all the time. Because I don't feel accepted all the time with my real family. I am close to some of them, but I don't know all of them like that. But yeah, I just keep feeling like I need to be accepted. Because I always grew up as a single child, and my people who raised me didn't show me that much love. So it's like I'm craving it for my real family, and they're not giving it to me as much as I want. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too deep, but next we have Virgo now. Good. Okay. Things are gonna start happening to you quickly in a positive way. And not only is divine masculine and divine feminine protected, but um, your 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 children are protected as well. Cause like I heard after my story is completed, and you know, in a positive way, of course. I gotta keep saying that. I don't know why, but after my story is completed and I'm married and I'm living whatever life, then it goes automatically down to my son, because he's the next divine masculine, but he's a child right now, so it doesn't matter. But when he gets older, his story would start. Um, and I'm trying my best not to put my son out there. But he had said something of like a year or so ago. My son has similar abilities that I do, and I just laugh at stuff that he say because it's funny to me. But he said something about a big house, and I don't know what he's talking about. I'm guessing we're gonna move into a big house one day, and he just randomly said it. And sometimes he doesn't talk like this all the time, but he used to when I went to go visit him, he's not in foster care anymore, but when I used to have my little visit time with him, he not only was he saying stuff like that, but he will also speak about stuff that's happening at my job. I'll be like, what is he talking about? Like he don't talk like that anymore. I've been praying for him to talk like that again. Not for anything, not to be funny, but if he's talking like that normally, he should talk like that all the time. He doesn't talk like that all the time for some reason. And the people who was raising him did some weird stuff to him as well. I don't know what's going on with Ohio. I'm blaming Ohio for that. It's something weird about Ohio. Everyone's into some weird shit. Even the court people was talking weird. Like I don't know what the fuck that gotta do with anything, but um, my son has similar abilities that I do. And I just laugh at something he say because it's funny to me, but he is making predictions, I guess, or saying something that I don't know. But um, and I like that he prays. This video's getting long, but next we have Libra. No, your masculine is gonna tell someone no. And before I get into this, these zodiac sign stuff don't matter, cause in the yeah, these zodiac signs don't matter when it comes to whatever. Just pay attention to the message. um, but yeah, um, so your masculine is gonna tell somebody no. We have seven of wands in reverse. We have four of swords, and then we have eight of cups in reverse. So this masculine is gonna be so annoyed because there's gonna be women chasing after him, and he's gonna feel so annoyed. They're trying to do this with my ears. Um, this woman gonna be chasing after him, and he's gonna feel annoyed and tell someone no. So I guess they're gonna be asking to do something with him or whatever, and he's not gonna be interested. This is random, but listen to Moneybag Yo, a reflection of me. Maybe that song will mean something. But yeah, this masculine is gonna avoid somebody. Okay, that fucking Sierra bitch is annoying as fuck. She doing this to my fucking head. And bitch, you're the one they should fucking humble. Like the fuck. I don't know what the fuck wrong with that bitch. Next we have Scorpio. Bitch. um, someone's gonna. Um, I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen. I think a man's gonna call a girl bitch, and and he's fucking slow. Um, a man's gonna call a girl bitch, and they gonna be like, huh? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna be protecting the divine feminine, cause I guess, um, I can't really pan out the scenario, but basically, I guess some catty talk gonna be going on. A man's gonna hear it. He's not gonna like what he's hearing. He gonna talk that shit to her, to whoever's saying that shit, and the girl gonna be stuck in awe. Um, and this is random. Some of my messages are be all over the place, but they mean something. But like I come from a. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for saying this. Cause my dad don't want me talking about certain shit, but um, I come from a family where we like to get high. Like we all like to get high. Um, so when people be talking about how gummies be getting you too high, I be looking at nothing crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Cause that's all I fucking take, and I like the high that it gives me. So, but other people be saying it makes them too high, and I don't be understanding. Now they're doing something to my body. Um, I'm completely sober right now, by the way. But when people talk about how they be getting too high with gummies, I don't be understand what they're talking about. Um, but basically, just stay in your positive energy and don't worry about what these people are saying. Yeah, you could say your little 1 2 1 2, but don't fully pay attention to what they're saying. Don't let it ruin your day. Um, Next we have Sagittarius real one. And speaking of Sagittarius, free Alec, free Pablo. Pablo, free my soldiers. Hey, Pablo, they don't want to see me over. Hey, Pablo. This is to Pablo by Shorty Shorty. But people are gonna see how happy a masculine is with you, and people are gonna wish that you were their wife. People are gonna wish that the female that he's with is their wife. They're gonna wish they was married to you because they see how happy this man is with you. And back to what I was talking about in the past video when I said this is some how this tarot shit is about some gang shit on the low. Like and I found out who my component is above me. Like this woman thinks she has all the fucking power, queen pin, whatever the fuck. I ain't supposed to say that shit, but I'm saying that shit. She thinks she has all the fucking power, yada yada yada. And I got power too, but I don't gotta act like that. And that shit bothers her. It bothers her. It fucking bothers her. How I'm a more calm, superior person, and I don't gotta do all the extra shit that she be doing, and people still respect me. Like she hate that shit. Oh no, I'm feeling the wrong one. But yeah, the wrong one. Yeah. Next we have Capricorn designer. I okay. Whoever the CLONE is, he claimed he's a Capricorn. I'm since he wanna pretend that he's fucking real, bitch, you're fake. Like you fake as fuck. Yeah. And he's part of the reason why I be talking my shit in the hallways because he like to talk shit about me in the hallways, and I be doing the same thing in a different way. Cause I don't got nobody to talk to, but it's all good. But we have Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He's gonna try to do some gay shit to somebody and it's not gonna fucking happen. He keeps doing this. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a fucking ritual or what. But he's damn near acting like it is. Like every time Miss Divine Feminine wanna date somebody, let me see if I could turn him into a fag. And I don't got nothing else gay people. I'm just saying that. But he do the same fucking thing. Oh yeah, let me make them drink something. Oh yeah, let me toot this ass up on them and have them thinking they fucking her and they really fuck. Like no, he gonna try to do that shit. Um, like, and the funny thing is, these people are harassing me on a daily basis. Y'all should be harassing them, these other motherfuckers. Harass them. They don't want doing the shit. They don't want talking. Miss Auntie talking to your ear and telling you to do shit you shouldn't be doing. Miss CLONE is having you do some sexual shit you shouldn't be doing. Miss CIARA is over here getting money from y'all. Like no. Y'all should be doing shit to the correct people and leave Miss Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine the fuck alone. We ain't doing shit to nobody. We have kind time. And speaking of DNA tests, I ain't supposed to be talking about this, but there is a spiritual way to find out if you're related to somebody. Oh Lord. And that's all I'm gonna say. Well, there's two different ways, but I'm gonna keep it like that. These cards ain't random that shit. We have Aquarius often. So listen to the song Often by The Weeknd. She asked me if I do this often. I say often. This Aquarius, speaking of the song, this Aquarius man likes to have a lot of sex and he has an STD. So this Aquarius man was an ex divine masculine and he was supposed to have actual physical sex with the divine feminine, but it didn't happen that way for a different reason. And it's a blessing in disguise because he would have gave her something. Like that's what the fuck going on. This man has a viral infection, and he lives with it. So yeah, hands up in the air. I just want the best ones in the world right here on my lap. And I'm gonna put the chain up like it's my last. So the wife parents should be fucking glad that she didn't get caught up in that. Like, yes, she was in your feelings and he never showed the fuck up, but be glad that you ain't got shit. Cause these other, I ain't gonna talk about that, but next we have Pisces fall in love. Okay, this goes back to that one bitch who did magic on my vagina a few months ago, so these other niggas could fuck and think it's her. This I don't like I said, I already spoke about this already. I could just look at a nigga and she'll think I want them and go after them. I don't have to even want them for real. Cause I caught her do this in person when she used to be and when she first became supervisor a few months ago. um I was at my little desk or whatever, and all I did was look at somebody. I looked at my one of my exes that I didn't talk to anymore at the time. All I did was look at him. That's literally what I did. All I did was look at him, then look back. And then I caught her trying to flirt with him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she's fucking weird. This has been going on before they started a campaign trying to find divine feminine, divine masculine. Before they even did that, she's been acting like this. So just imagine. Now they're, who's the right man? Before that even started, this bitch been doing this shit. Before this even started, I would just look at somebody and she would try to go after them. And now that there's a divine feminine, divine masculine thing going on in the building, they like, oh yeah, I gotta date whoever. This bitch is fucking crazy. So whoever you're with now, this girl gonna try to catch feelings for him and whatever. Like, this is fucking nuts to me. Um these people have mental disorders. They do a whole bunch of crack cocaine. And I remember in the past I was talking to them in B terms saying, I even Googled it. I Googled it first, then I said it. I was like, if you do crack cocaine, it can mess up your memory and shit. And they didn't listen to shit I said. You know what the fuck they did? They did it right the next day. And this has been going on for a long time. They've been harassing me for a long time spiritually. And they do these fucking drugs. I'm trying to tell them something. They ain't listen to shit I'm saying. Like, this crack. They do crack every fucking day. It's messing up their memory. They do the same spells every day or every whatever, and they forget that they did it already. Like, I don't know how to get through to these people. I don't. Um, she's gonna remember something from the past and get her feelings. And something about a Leo man. Yeah, that is all I gotta say. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys.